All right, welcome to another beautiful evening of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus here at MatchStick Melee. This looks like some sort of harem thing that's happening right now, because there's, what, two Materas and... No, yeah, what, two Materas and two fairies going on right now? Or is that Cat that you are, TBola?
No, it's a different character. It's part of the DLC stage. She's like a side character.
Ah, gotcha. Well, yes, I am joined on the mic by TBola.
Hello.
Going to be helping us out with the good commentary. And, yeah, we're about to get going. We're going to be playing on green stage tonight. Pitch this camera up a little bit. There we go. And, yeah, first matchup is going to be Blooming Lotus and Super Saiyan Kid. So we'll get a good... Yeah, we'll get a good idea of what we're dealing with both of these competitors tonight. Blooming Lotus, yeah. new to the tournament.
Yeah, he's another guy from Chicago. I've not actually seen him play Grand Blue very much. However, he's every now and then, by every now and then, quite frequently, chats inside of the Chicago anime Discord. So I'm very curious to see how he plays and who he plays. But we know Super Saiyan Kid. He's been here last week, and I played him earlier this week, and man, I was very impressed with how well he was doing against me. And I was playing Beelzebub, one of my better characters, so I'm very curious to see what kind of progress he's made since last week's tournament and this week's.
For sure. Yeah, it always seems like he's on the climb up, so.
Oh, for sure. And he's still using the cursed color and weapon.
Oh, okay.
And then...
Oh, that's right, yeah, Blooming Lotus is playing with Terra.
Alright, so this is going to be a somewhat annoying matchup for Percival. Zoner versus the Shoto character. So, we'll see what happens. Right now, that was kind of weird, that little stop, but it seems that Blooming Lotus is keeping Super Saiyan Kid at bay, and Super Saiyan Kid is trying to make slow advances, but gets caught up with the grab. Oh, gets hit by the butterfly. So that butterfly is kind of a unique thing. It's not actually a projectile.
Right, not in and of itself. It's got to be detonated.
Correct. And so... it's a great combo tool, and it also is like a great defensive tool, but it's not a very safe thing to do. Now, Blooming Lotus is probably not doing anything, because why does he need to do anything right now?
Exactly.
Super Saiyan Kid's got to come up, and gets the perfect.
Oh, he got an after the bell hit in.
Player one, win.
Oh, Super Saiyan Kid's got to make some adjustments right now, because that seemed like he was struggling very much in the neutral.
Yeah, quite. Yeah. Got to close that gap. Oh.
Ooh. Now that's, he didn't punish that.
Yeah, the low unique is punish. Every slide, everywhere is punish.
Yeah. That seems a little strange.
It does that. Like I'm not sure if Kid's buttons are working or not. Oh, yeah.
I think
he says his controller's messed up.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so this one won't count. Hopefully he can get his buttons straight.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
I always hate to see that happen. At least in tournament, if something happens with your controller, like at a locals, you see the the good old PS4 menu or whatever menu come up to indicate that happens. But since we're online and spectating, we can't never tell if there's ever any problems with controllers or anything like that. So yeah, no, PC.
I don't know, dude. Like. Oh, his PS4 controller keeps his... Dude, that's the PS4 controller. Like, on PC, it's garbage.
Yeah, no, it is not the greatest. I also stand by my words that I personally think the PS4 controller is one of the worst pads to play on. Yeah. I don't care how well people do with it. I personally stand by that it is one of the worst pads.
Like, for a PlayStation... Like, when used on a PlayStation 4, I've had no problems with it. But like, I tried just playing Rocket League sitting directly next to my PC the other night with the PS4 controller, and it was horrible.
Ugh. Yeah, I'd rather use an Xbox 360 controller to play fighting games than a PS4 controller.
Well, I mean, like, just I mean, first of all, just the Xbox 360 has so many more compatibility like bonuses.
Yeah,
right?
It's true. It's Microsoft, you know. Microsoft always got to make their stuff work with each other.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's just, Yeah, it's just always been easier for me to use a wired 360 pad.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I switched to stick, it's not usually ever been a problem.
There's that too.
So, yeah.
Who would play a wireless stick?
Whoa.
Oh, that's a bit of a change up.
What?
You know.
I wonder if this is like similar button checks. Because I've never seen Super Saiyan Kid play Vegeta, but if he's got a pocket Vegeta, I'm very curious to see it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what he's got.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, hey, look, buttons are working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is totally a check. Oh well, never mind.
Yeah, seems like this is where we're going. Our Billowing Lotus baits the DP, and now they're back to the... Yeah.
Oh, no. All right, well, I think Lotus is just going to have to get over there and beat him up.
Yeah. Or not.
Or?
Oh, that's the true net play strat. You just stay away and then just come back.
What is going on right now?
Wait, Super Saiyan Kid knows Cheetah combos? What?
Yeah, but she's like Ken. Like, what are you gonna?
To be fair, she's got some pretty fancy combos. Like, even though she's like Ken, she's got some pretty fancy stuff you can do with her. Because like one of the things with it is her DP, basically. Is you recover faster sometimes based off of how high the opponent is. So you can sometimes get follow-ups after the DP. So there's a lot of like intricate combos you can do with that, and looks like Super Saiyan Kid's continuing with it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely okay. So they're back again.
We're just getting the runaround, man. We're getting the runaround.
Okay, so are we ready to take it from the top?
Yeah, I think at this point, I think we have to just do it, and if something happens, then we gotta just deal with it.
I'm kind of with Blooming Lotus on this one. If it happens again, we're gonna have to give him the dub.
Yeah, of course. I agree with that. I mean, unfortunately, anytime technical difficulties happen, it's usually on the person who's having the difficulties side to figure it out.
Exactly.
Are we still playing Cheetah?
I mean...
Ooh, gets hit with the anti-air. Ooh, good conversion. And did not block high. Good DP to escape the assault pressure. And
I'm actually surprised that didn't punish.
So one thing with Matera's SBA is I believe it's more than 10 frames of startup. So most lights I think are 8 frames. So even if you just throw out 2L, you're almost always going to be safe. So that tool is more to be used in between like block strings and frame traps. Whereas if they're just doing like meaty light attacks, it's not going to hit.
Gotcha.
And try to do a little shimmy,
but kid's got the pressure on.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Oh, nice.
DP. Kid should just be playing Vegeta. I feel like he'd actually like playing Vegeta. Ooh, did not block low. Yep. That Bison slide is unblockable, I swear.
It is kind of hard to react to. Ooh, nice.
This is probably gonna. I don't think it's gonna kill. Yeah.
Still there, yeah. In fact, probably a nice heavy B&B Vegeta combo could do it. Uh-oh.
And that should be...
Oh,
no!
Oh, no! The overhead!
But he got the overhead.
All right, we got a round apiece.
Yeah. Ooh, we get the nice stage transition. Get the nice little tan background. Gets a sweep and push in Blooming Lotus to the corner. Ooh, tries, I think, do a little shimmy, but wouldn't back up far enough to escape the grab. And now Super Saiyan Kid is exactly where he doesn't want to be, dealing with all this Matera corner garbage.
That slow butterfly just has ominous vibes. Oh, right through.
Ooh.
So little recovery on Matera, though.
Yeah, no, like that one, like her 5H essentially is that's essentially like the arrow, that has so little recovery.
Oh,
You should be
yeah.
able to get a...
It's a sonic boom, basically. Oh, look.
Yeah. Oh.
No,
Ooh.
punish. You gotta punish.
All right.
All right.
Super Saiyan Kid.
Yeah, come out here with a new character, taking a solid after a little bit of technical issues,
Yeah.
taking the first game.
Battle 1. Engage.
I want some confirmation to know that this is Super Saiyan Kid because I'm really liking this Vegeta right now.
Yeah. You think he dialed in Genesis DC and just like, bro, here's my login info. I gotta go.
Hey man, I fully approve of anyone picking up multiple sub characters because I play tons of them, and it often like allows you to figure out how to beat characters by just learning them.
Oh yeah,
And-
exactly. Just like, wow, this character has after playing him for a week, I know this character's fundamental weakness. Well,
Yeah.
time to exploit the hell out of that next time I fight one.
Yeah, and then sometimes you just know a character that's just better matchup by. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Oh wow. But
Yeah.
doesn't get punished from it, so that's nice.
Blooming Lotus caught Super Saiyan Kid pushing a button and hits him with the universal overhead, and that is the dub.
Battle 2.
Just watching that overhead on the way out, it's like see your death.
All right, Super Saiyan Kid gets a nice DP into the corner, and Blooming Lotus manages to catch Super Saiyan Kid pushing buttons. Right? Gets in with the assault overhead.
Yeah, Matera can be really hard to deal with, even up close.
And especially in net play. I think she's one of the best net play characters in the game. And
She does
not
have a
only
lot
that,
of meaty setups. Oh,
Ooh. Fortunately, tries to go for the grab mix-up, but gets a flash kick for his troubles. All right, and then Blooming Lotus takes the second game.
tie it up.
Alrighty.
Believe in victory.
Let's
Oh,
see,
that would have been a good opportunity for Saiyan to switch to Lancelot if he.
Percival, but yes.
Oh, Percival, sorry. Yeah.
I would like to see if he had a Lancelot. That'd
Too
be kind of
many-
neat.
Yeah, well, that's why I was kind of bummed Medic wasn't
Ooh!
here.
That to me gave me chills.
Nice DP again. Wow, Lotus is hurting. Wow.
Managed to get the perfect Super Saiyan Kid.
Battle 2. Engage.
Alrighty. Let's see if Blooming Lotus can give a good response back to that. Alright, pushing Super Saiyan Kid in the corner, but Super Saiyan Kid's fighting back. Manages to push him closer to the corner now. We'll see, can Blooming Lotus get out of this corner? Alright, pushing some buttons, making sure not to respect Super Saiyan Kid right now.
Yep.
And managed to hit him with the frame trap.
Oh wow. Got the read on the jump and everything.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure he tried to go for a grab mix-up, but Super Saiyan Kid was like, nah, I'm just gonna DP. You can't do anything about this.
Yep. Super Saiyan Kid with the slight advantage, although it could really go either way at this point still. Oh, really?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh, yeah, apparently.
And we get the nice music, animation and all.
Was that a jump
Super-
bait-in? Did Super Saiyan Kid just hang out at unique jump distance? You're like, come on.
He might have very well done that. He might have very well done that. Super Saiyan Kid.
Yeah, coming out strong.
Anytime I see this kid win, I'm always so proud. I'm always so proud of the progress he keeps making.
Yeah, I mean, he always looks like he's putting in the work. So
Yeah.
anyone who does should definitely get rewarded for it.
Of course, of course.
All right, so that one's out of the way. Just another call for Krenak real quick, but and I just need to hear from you on the Discord or the Twitch chat. But and while we're waiting for that, let's move on to Senpai Spyder and Super Saiyan Kid back to the green station if you don't mind.
I might as well get that match out of the way, allow them to get some time,
Yep.
time to come in. But yeah, I think this is gonna be another the same match we just saw, but instead of Blooming Lotus, we have Senpai Spyder.
It could very possibly be.
If I'm not mistaken, Senpai Spyder plays Matera. I've also not seen Senpai Spyder very much. I've only know of them because of Chris Chaos, and if I recall, he's one of the better Materas out
Chris
there.
Chaos definitely is for sure, but yeah.
Oh, I rank him as one of the top Materas in North America easily. He's not only a very good player, he is so smart and meticulous when it comes to his strategies.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime I get to see him play, it is always a pleasure to kind of see the mental strategies he puts on his opponents and sort of the pressure he does as a player. So it's just a good viewing anytime I watch him play.
Yep.
So,
saying you're up again.
Oh wait, hold up. I think something's going on in the other Discord.
The other Discord? No, only one.
Hold on.
Unless he's having more controller issues.
Oh no, I see. I see what's going on. I'm not gonna say anything, but it was yeah. I'm gonna interject in this right now.
Oh no. I have a feeling there's infighting.
No, it's yeah, again, we can bring this up later. This is something to talk about, but yeah, no, it's
okay.
It's
we
always
should be good.
unfortunate. Yeah.
All right, they're over there.
Cool. Alrighty, so.
By the way, a Senpai Spyder would scare the crap out of me.
Oh God, it's not just your average Spyder; it's a Senpai Spyder.
Exactly.
All right, double S.
I don't want him to notice me. I want to get away.
And it's not only that, it's just a senior Spyder, so that's not just any type of Spyder.
Battle
Ready?
one. Engage.
Here we go. All right, so kid's gonna stick with Cheetah.
Yeah, I think he thinks this might feel better to play against than Percival, and I actually agree with that choice. I think Jita has better close-up pressure that kind of screws over Matera, whereas Percival is more of like a mid-rangey type character that I think Matera kind of bullies a bit more than Jita.
Oh.
Unfortunately misses the timing on the grab.
Oh, we got that other butterfly hanging out. Oh, I didn't even know that it did a slow arc into the... Okay.
I gets hit with the arrow out, and then, ooh! That was fancy.
It was. There's that standing medium.
All right, manages to get out of the corner with the X Fireball. And let's see what manages to get in the corner. And this should be big damage.
Oh, yeah.
No, unfortunately. Commentator's curse.
No OTG with super. No help from friend.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty penny on Matera's life. And
Yeah,
Matera's
for
one of
sure.
the characters with the lowest life in the game, so that would have been a huge game changer.
Yeah, she probably should be.
Yeah, Matera definitely need, like, you don't want a character like this having normal health in the game.
Yeah, I imagine she and Vasaraga are at opposite ends of the spectrum on that one.
Oh, very much so. Oh, yeah, Vasaraga needs all the help he can get, in my opinion. Ooh, that's a hit.
Ooh, there we go.
Unfortunately, he did the easy input of that, which basically mean he didn't get any animation follow-up.
Gotcha.
But
Which
it's
is where all the
still
big money is.
Yeah. To be fair, though, Jita's SBA is kind of unique. It's the only one in the game that's kind of like Deadly Rave from Geese Howard and SNK, where he essentially has to input other buttons to get the full damage out of it. So,
It's like, man, I landed my super, but now I have to play poppin' music.
I like doing that. It just feels nice. It feels nice to just push the buttons. All right, gets someone saying can manage to get Senpai Spyder in the corner and is doing some good stagger pressure.
Oh yeah, solid juggles, gets the grab, trying to come in low. Oh, gets her buff.
Nice challenge, and God, I'm liking that up arrow that Senpai Spyder is doing, where he's basically making it seem like it's all clear, but then hits the up arrow into the butterfly. It's very fancy. I don't see many Materas do that.
It's about guile and misdirection.
Exactly.
I'm actually kind of liking what I saw a little bit earlier. There was like a 2-hit fireball that Jita let out, and it collided with one of Matera's projectiles, but it only lost speed. It didn't actually, it didn't cancel.
So, Jita is one of the few characters with a chargeable fireball, and depending on how long she holds it, it'll either be 1-hit or 2-hit.
I just thought that was a really interesting, like, you know, they could just keep it the same speed and negate one of the hits, but no, they actually slow the remaining fireball down a bit. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And then depending if it's light or heavy or medium, it's different speeds as well. So that's also another factor to it. All right.
So
Senpai Spyder was trying to play some defense, but he just got hit by a sweep.
Yeah, Spyder's got the advantage in this round. Trying to mix in the distance and the close-up offense.
Yeah, he's trying to maintain that nice little distance, but unfortunately, one bad assault into the DP. Super Saiyan Kid's been so on point with those DPs.
I like the knockout of the overhead animation. All right, Spyder's gonna get that round. Put himself on match point.
Battle 3. Engage.
Let's see what Super Saiyan Kid can do to answer that.
Yep. So we gotta take a round to keep it going.
So he's holding that, Senpai Spyder's holding that nice range. He knows that range that he likes right now against Jita, and he's trying to keep them there.
Yep.
All right.
Got
Gets
the cross up.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Both butterflies.
What that conversion?
Ouch.
Senpai Spyder.
Wow, that was some sick damage.
That was so cool.
All right,
I've never seen a Matera conversion like that. That was great awareness of knowing that the butterflies were there and that he could convert off of that. You don't see many Materas do that.
Yeah, that was strong stuff.
Yeah.
It always seems like there's never a Matera until there's one Matera that's like crushing, like just doing some really off the wall BS.
Yeah, no, it's like again, the main Materas that I see are like Chris Chaos, Sonic Soul, and Ed Gone Bad. Those are like the main like names that people know of. But like, it doesn't mean that there aren't other great Materas. Like I've faced this guy named JCT. I've never heard of him till I played him. He was a godlike Matera. And now Senpai Spyder. I'm becoming a fan of Senpai Spyder right now.
Oh yeah. In fact, I think we're about to see Spyder and Lotus play right now. I think we just have to count Krenak as an absentee tonight.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So Spyder, oh, they knew it.
Alrighty, is this gonna be Matera versus Matera?
Oh no, Catalina.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good choice from Blooming Lotus. I personally hate mirror matches, and I always think if I have the choice to opt out of it, to opt out. And Catalina is a pretty good choice. Her range is very mid-rangey, but very fast unlike Percival. So she has better answers to some of Matera's BS that Matera can't deal with.
Yeah. By the way, can I just say I'm loving this color choice for Catalina.
It's a nice color choice. I like the glow. That's what I think really does it.
LED is the way to go when you're building a character.
See, I would say that, but sometimes you can get some really obnoxious LEDs. Like, if you've ever seen the golden colors in this game, oh, they're so obnoxious. Oh, There's a reason why they're banned in tournaments, but even if they weren't, it's like...
RGB is what... Yeah, it's RGB. Yeah. That's right. As a computer aficionado, if it doesn't have RGB, it's clearly a low-performing computer.
Exactly. All right, goes in for the overhead, but Blooming Lotus manages to block that. It's a very tricky mix-up. He can go high or low, and if he guesses wrong, that's like half your life gone. Alrighty. Senpai Spyder challenging Blooming Lotus and is keeping up the pressure.
Really
like,
is.
Blooming Lotus does not
good stinger.
manage to get the one hit. Oh, that's unfortunately a punish. Mistimed the range of the thrust, and Senpai Spyder takes it. So now we're on to game number 2.
Battle 1. Engage.
Let's see. Nice roll attempt. I respect the roll attempt there because he's thinking if Senpai Spyder, you know, starts off throwing arrows, how do I get in basically for free? And the roll is one of the strongest answers against Matera. I think design-wise, that's kind of an unfortunate thing about Matera is that her arrows can get rolled through, so you often have to sort of play the game of making the correct rolls to her.
Yeah.
Goes for the cross-up throw.
Chip range.
Nice EX fireball. This is exactly what he needs.
Yep.
He can still make this happen. This is not a bad. If he can just get like 2 hits.
I'll say, like, I've seen these things turn around.
And Catalina's got mad damage in the corner.
Chip it out. There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
He needed to roll that immediately, but that might have actually been a true block string, so he might have not been able to do anything. All right, at that point, you might as well just not block.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, got the overhead. No grab.
All right, now we're starting to see Catalina things.
I say. Gotta start channeling Callisto there.
Shout out to Callisto, one of the strongest Catalina players. Fortunately, I think he had an early bedtime. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he would have made it here. All right. And now things are almost even up. It's really just the next good hit.
Gotta say, the next good exchange is gonna... Ooh, there we go. That was perfect positioning. Just getting sniped.
I think Senpai Spyder's now trying to go for the chip right now.
Yeah. That did it.
Alrighty, that was game number 2, right?
Yeah, it was. So that
was a fast one.
Yeah. Well, we did miss 3 matches due to one of our players not being here.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, no big question here. Senpai Spyder is definitely our victor. Let's see.
If we need more matches, I am very willing to play Senpai Spyder just to get more time for matches.
Yeah,
Otherwise...
sure. I mean, if you guys want to do like a 3 out of 5 exhibition or a first to whatever, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down for that. If Senpai Spyder's down for that, I'm down.
Yeah, sure. Let's check out. You down for an X? Oops, I can't type at all. Yeah, we can always tack some stuff on the end.
Yeah, might as well, pad the timing a little bit.
Hey, and I just want to say real quick, good stuff to Super Saiyan Kid and Blooming Lotus tonight. Thank you both for coming. Hopefully we get to see you next week. We still will be here Thursday at 9 p.m.
Yeah, if you know that it's going to be here Thursday, I can give the guys a little bit more of an advanced heads up to saying like this is going to be planned so that there might be some more people here. I think another thing though, it kind of lined up somewhat. Unfortunately, is there was another exhibition going on. There wasn't as many Chicago people in that exhibition, but there was still, regardless, like something that pulled a couple of the potential players away. So next time that might
it always seems like I'm fighting something.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I think that guy Pylord, he's shout out to him, he actually runs a fantastic Grand Blue fantasy channel, or that's not all he does, but he hosts many different Grand Blue fantasy tournaments, and he's doing a lot to try and keep the community up a little bit. And one of the things he does, he'll do exhibitions, he'll do tournaments, and like really great content. But unfortunately, the Thursday of it is that I'm assuming that means that Senpai Spyder is good to go.
Yep.
So
they said in the Discord they're set.
Go ahead, and I'm actually going to go ahead and mute my mic. I play on a hitbox, which is you can hear a lot of this.
Yep.
And pretty sure the chat doesn't want to hear very much of that, but I will interject at any free moment I have.
Okay. First to 5 apparently is what you guys are doing.
I'm down for first to 5.
Good with it.
Now, fair warning, I am very not warmed up, so there might be a little bit of rust here, but I'm all for this.
It's all about learning and having fun, right?
Exactly.
Believe in victory.
Oh, yeah.
Battle 1. Engage.
Here is Lil Wayne. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, nice Tatsu in the corner. Gets the juggle. Sending the bros. More catbot pressure. Okay. Nice counter combo there by Spyder. Gets a few meaty setups going. That's funny, catbot can actually outrange Matera. Alright, we get the jump in. See what we can do here in the corner. Good defense there by TBola. He's taking a few hits right now. Oh, alright, brother's getting rebuffed. Catbot dodged. Ooh! We do have Yigi as an option. Oh, there we go. Coming in right underneath. TBola gonna take round 1.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, EX Tatsu from the start. Okay. Gonna get the low brother setup. Catbot punch breaks the grab from Spyder. Very nice. Goes low into Tatsu. More brothers. Good grab. Woo! All right. Well. TBola coming in hot, getting that first game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, was that a read on the initial slide? That'd be crazy if that were true. All right, Spyder went on the offensive here, trying to push TBola back into the butterflies. Not going to work though. All right, missiles opens up Spyder to get caught low by TBola. Those Spyder's trying to fight his way back out. There's that jumping medium. Oh, super confirm. Very nice. Putting TBola on the on the life deficit, but of course here comes Yigi. Now it's rock, paper, scissors all day, air day. Oh, the rocks. Some you might not know about me, Spyder. I summon rocks. All right. Well, assist took the hit. Not a whole lot of damage happening just yet. We're getting nice and inside with the Tatsu there. Oh, counter whiffed. Senpai trying to establish that distance game one more time. We got sliding EX Tatsu. Catbot gets the 1-2. Nice little cross up there. Oh. Spyder wins the EX war. Pushing TBola into the corner now. Punishes the spot dodge. Gets through the brothers and the bot. Alright. And yep. Time for more fun with Yigi. Oh, that was a big hit. Oh, that looks like chip out range. If TBola can get in there. Oh, the missiles. Delayed response. There was nothing Spyder could have done about that. TBola with game 2. And we're just rolling right along. No quarter asked, none given so far. Ooh, good slide. Come back and out. Nice little brother combo there. Tries to get the jump in, no grab. Empty jump low, gets a full combo off of that. Solid counter. Wow, wins the air to air. Juggles off the missiles, not able to get anything else off of it though. And TBola just checking these ankles as he sends in the assists. Another solid counter. Catbot missiles, air grab. And once again, checking the toes for a quick round.
Battle 2. Engage.
Right. EX Tatsu to get in, but Spyder is ready for TBola. Ooh, Ooh, nice. Nice coverage of space there. TBola chowing down in the corner, using a little bit of catbot suppression. And we now find Spyder in the corner. He's got to fight his way out. Oh, nice Bison slide away. I like the delayed jabs. That's actually working out pretty well. This one's turning into a slobber knocker. Interrupts the food. Makes the brother take the hit. Same for the catbot. Yeah, that's right, bro. You eat that parfait. Parfaits are like ogres. Nice. Good counter. And these two are running real even. TBola keeps trying to eat and it's not working out for him. Now he's decided to go back on offense. Gets the juggle off that. And right into the chicken fight. Ooh. Spyder on chip out range. TBola doing his best to keep his distance. Oh, the counter, but that's fantastic spot dodge by Spyder. Oof. Tons of meaty stuff happening over here. Oh, and with 9 seconds left, Spyder gets the first round of this match.
Battle 3, engage.
All right. TBola getting the good spot dodges, trying to set up a little bit of a distance game himself. Catbot takes the hit, gets the 1, 2, 3. Said left, right, left. All right, nice little brother combo in the corner here. Spyder definitely on the defensive. There we go, mounting some good recovery. He shot catbot, how dare you. Both brothers down, that's going to take a little while to recover. So we're just going to go ahead and super. Oh, nice roll, but unfortunately, TBola just picking Spyder out of the sky. That's going to be game 3 to TBola.
Believe in victory. Battle 1, engage.
Oops. All right, so we are establishing, or rather trying to establish a distance game early. TBola sliding in, setting up this good corner pressure as best he can. Gets anti-aired, but Spyder not able to take anything further with it. There we go, this could open up. Ducks the grab, very nice. Gets slammed on the opposite side, takes care of both brothers there. Ooh, solid roll, but they're standing too. Tatsu, we got a nice little corner juggled, and there we go through all the bodies just piling on top. TBola taking another round. Good slide in. All right. Looks like TBola got distracted by the butterflies, and Spyder's going to have a little something to say about that. Good throw though, and we'll put Spyder back in the corner. Grab with the brothers one more time. Gets the cross. Tries to do another cross up to keep Spyder under wraps, but now Spyder has more screen to play with. Oh, puts himself back in the corner, and that's going to be another wall juggle. All right. Yiggy yiggy. Spyder doing a pretty good job this time around, ducking most of it. We're back to neutral. Still have a super of his own if he can just get it off. Ah, he's not going to get the chance. TBola's going to take that one as well. Oh, we are at the 4-0 mark. Let's see if Spyder can manage to get one. Oop. Shutting down the brothers. TBola just very good at finding himself inside of his own, like inside of Matera's most effective range. She's not bad up close, but she definitely does better from a distance. All right, catbot punches. Oh, getting B&B'd back the other way. Nice projectile confirms, gets over the missiles, but gets air-to-air instead. We got the full combo in the corner. Picks up the juggle. Oh, that's going to do it. It is hard to parse how to block through all those brothers. So yeah, I think TBola has pretty much come across the idea that it's just better not to be where he is standing at the start of the round, either sliding away or jumping away to avoid the slide. It's just been working out really well. Hard to know if they're reads or guesses, but the luck has been with him. There goes TBola getting inside again. Nice clash. TBola's going to get to attack first, though. Gets the corner juggle. Empty jump to grab, but Spyder's ready for it. Another solid combo. Finishes it off with chicken fight. Yep. Oh my goodness. And that is going to do it. TBola. There it is. That is the 5.
And Senpai Spyder, he was doing a lot of really nice things. Like, I am very impressed at his Matera. Like, even though it was a 5-0, there was a lot of stuff that was very subtle that he was doing that was that signifies a very strong Matera. Like, he was challenging me every time I was trying to set up the bros. Yeah, GG's, man, GG's. It was, again, I am becoming a fan of your Matera. It was, like, I really liked it.
I don't honestly think that I could say that I saw anything that he was really doing wrong. You just, like, you knew the matchup, you knew where to be, and you know, you found your window and you exploited it all to hell.
Exactly. I mean, let's also not forget that I do have the training partner that is Chris Chaos, so one of the strongest Matera players. And this is also a matchup that most people like look at me funny when I say this, but I think Lowane wins this matchup. I think Lowane actually beats Matera.
I think he's got a few things going for him in that regard. Like, I mean, yeah, he's got so many essentially throwaway hurt boxes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the bros are essentially like super armor, really. That's kind of just what they are. They make your catbot like safe to do stuff. A lot of players, what they seem to do when they see the catbot, when I do the missiles, they'll jump up and they'll try and, like, you know, come at me and get their offensive down, but I could just jump up and counter that as well. So, like, there's a lot of various things that Lowane puts you in a lot of RPS type situations that Matera has answers to. It's not like it's a free matchup. It's like I think it's like a 5-5-4-5, but like, it's not like, they have to know what I'm doing and they also have to guess correctly. Whereas I need to just be crazy as possible, and I have tools to deal with the projectiles and the answers that Matera can have. So it's one of those things that I like that matchup. But that being said, though, Senpai Spyder was putting up a very good showing of Matera. A lot of the defensive stuff he was doing was very strong. I was very much a fan of how he was using the butterflies. I think he's used the butterflies in a way I haven't seen too many Materas use, and I would love to see him again. I think I'm very much a fan, and I want to play him again as well. He seemed really good.
For sure. Well, I guess that wraps things up tonight. Let's take a quick look at the actual bracket. Whoops. Get away, you information giving thing. All right. So yeah, Senpai Spyder coming through with that first place tonight. Very, very nice. Super Saiyan Kid pulling in that second, Blooming Lotus with the third, and Krenak by default has to take the biggest L. You know. But yeah, good stuff. And then, of course, then our exhibition match, our co-commentator TBola just absolutely just wrecking the grand champion tonight.
Hey man, I have been called many things, but a good Lowane player is definitely one of them. And so honestly, beating someone like me is it's a challenge, but it's also an accomplishment to say that. And again,
there's a reason that every time like Fury Fire hears that he's fighting you, he's just like, just.
That's everyone. That's everyone. It's not just Fury Fire. I'm
but
pretty sure
he's
the Chicago
the most
community.
vocal. Like
At
least with Medic, it's like, yeah, get another shot at him, and Fury's just like, just straight up, just crusty moan, just like,
Yeah, I can.
What
I
the
can
hell
believe
is that?
I can see that. I mean, he's learning a lot from me. He bases his Lil Wayne off of my Lil Wayne, and I try and help him because I want to see good Lil Waynes out there. You only see like 2 or 3 good Lil Waynes. Like there's outside of myself, there's like not many, and like I want him to grow as a good Lil Wayne player, especially when season 2 happens. Because season 2 is already we already have announcement of the next balance patch. It's gonna be in September, at the end of September, and. Good. So that's going to be, I think that's going to.
Is that when Belial drops as well?
Correct. Okay. Correct. And they showed off the trailer for him. He looks hype as all hell.
Oh, I know.
am very excited. I've already said this since day one. I was playing Lil Wayne until Belial comes out, and when Belial comes out, well, guess I'm a Belial main. And that trailer just confirmed everything about that. I don't even care if he's a bad character.
He looks. From what I saw, he looked pretty crazy.
I think he's busted. if everything I saw, he's busted. But regardless, he's got the swag. He's got the you know.
For sure. Like he's half JoJo character, like 100%. Like just half JoJo villain for sure.
The only problem is, since I played the original source material, Grand Blue Fantasy, regular Grand Blue Fantasy,
right?
They're gonna censor him. They're gonna censor him for the English release because he is a very.
Does he swear a lot or?
No, he's a very loving person. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, he's a groper?
Let's say that he says he wants to do things to certain characters that I don't think I'm allowed to say on stream.
Ah, gotcha. He's basically that guy at the bar that goes way too hard, way too soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is a accurate depiction of Belial.
It's like, hey, baby. Hey. Want to come back to my place and beep, 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 beep. Like, wow!
That is 100% his character. That is 100% his character. And I can't wait. And it's going to be awesome.
That sounds fun as hell. But yeah, I imagine we are kind of seeing a decline in play attendance just because people are like, oh, season 2 right around the corner. Why even practice all the frame data I know when I'm just gonna have to learn it all over again? And to an extent, I can understand that.
Yeah, but I've already heard people like so hyped up for this character. Like,
oh yeah,
I've heard I think day one when he drops, we're gonna see a lobby just filled with nothing but Belials.
Oh, for sure. Like you just walk in and like make a TikTok, like going up and down the North American, like you know, the New York room, and just like Belial, just to set some.
We're not allowed to use TikTok anymore. Our president doesn't want us to use TikTok.
Unless Microsoft buys it, and then it's okay. It can still
somehow that makes it okay.
Still use all the same programming as long as Microsoft owns it. Although I guess it was recording MAC addresses, which is against like Google Play and like Apple Store policy or something. So they're not entirely like, you know, innocent in this, but that's definitely blown out of proportion.
Yeah, I mean it's neither here nor there. People are still using it, and
exactly.
You know it's still a thing. They don't care that their information's being sold.
It's such an odd mandate because it's just like okay, well this is clearly a directive coming from somebody who doesn't know about side-loading applications. Like
I mean, so I work in tech. So I kind of understand the concerns, and I don't necessarily think they're unreasonable. It's just they are not being handled, I think, in the most corrective manner.
For sure.
That's where I'll just leave it at that.
Well, I mean, nuance is not a thing that happens anymore. So
yeah, because I mean, especially in Europe, that's like a big thing with like privacy.
For sure. Yeah, like if anyone thinks, Europe is really just like
America is a lot more okay with like giving out information. Like certain countries in Europe are very privacy dependent, very much against
Germany,
the law
for sure.
Yeah, it's like also like even just getting data outside of like Europe, that's like a whole nother thing. Like that's like you are like there's so many different policies and security measures that you have to keep track of that. Like this incident like almost seems like child's play in comparison to some of the stuff I hear about.
Well, I mean, and that's why that Article 13 was such a big, because they're so concerned about privacy and keeping people what's what, that it's like, okay, but y'all, if you do this, like fair use goes out, and they're like, what's fair use? And we're like, oh no.
But yeah, it is what it is.
And then they go ahead and hire Huawei, like which, like. They could be clean. I don't know enough about it to say, like, dig down into their source code and be like, are they stealing international secrets? But they also are doing so much sus stuff at the same time that, like, I wouldn't hire them to do my entire, like, European Union's, like, wireless infrastructure.
As I said, I have my opinions, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. They're my opinions and nothing more than that. But yeah, I think we should probably end the stream before we go into a huge political talk.
You know what? It's fine. We were just rounding out the hour. That's all.
That is true. But
yeah, thank you. Let's start at the top. Thank you to TBola for helping me out tonight and for providing an excellent exhibition match to top things off. Thank you to Super Saiyan Kid, Senpai, Spyder, and Blooming Lotus for being here and playing tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nightmare in the chat, for sticking around and keeping us entertained with your bevy of emotes. And,
he always has the best emotes.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're so detailed too, which I'm always looking at these things like, wow, like I can't even convey like a word. Like
I need to know where he gets half of these emotes from too.
Sure.
I'm almost sure I know almost for a fact that he's probably subscribed to multiple people. It's just I need to figure out who those people are.
Yeah. Well, not only you can now unlock a lot of the the standard tier 1 emotes with channel points now.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Which I'm like, okay, cool, but now what incentive is there to subscribe to tier 1?
we want to support our local content creators and to help support our community, guys.
Yes. But it's fine. It's whatever. At least I finally have mine fleshed out. So
you know what? Just in the spirit of that, we're gonna go ahead and we'll do a couple bit of supporting ourselves, because we believe in supporting our content creators.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here at Matchbox, and so I'm gifting a couple subs.
Aw, aren't you sweet?
All right, let's see who gets it. Damn it! I was kind of hoping Nightmare was going to
Wait,
get it.
Shaolin Pretzels is here. Does this
He might not be. I think.
Okay, I was about to say, like, do they actually like pick active watchers, or do they?
I don't think they pick active watchers. I think they pick active followers, like the people.
Okay.
I think that's
Well, you know what? Shaolin Pretzels can freaking have a subscription. It's fine.
I said, hold on. Can I gift people like specifically, or do I?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't think I can gift it specifically. Otherwise, I'd gift Nightmare a subscription.
Oh,
he's a homie. He's a homie.
He feels so sad. Like, look at those Toho.
Yeah, I know. He's a homie. He deserves something for sticking around.
Speaking of Toho, Nightmare, were you there when we did Toho at Frosty Faustings?
Nightmare, I don't think was at Frosty Faustings, because I actually know Nightmare
like
in
in the
IRL.
chat.
Yeah, I know him in real life. I don't think he was at Frosty. We had a couple, like our group of people, I don't know if they saw Toho. One of my friends would have been very impressed. Do you have a video of that? Because I would love to show
Yeah, all of my Frosty Faustings footage is up on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. I'll take a look at that, because I know, because I have
no,
it's fine. I can take a look for it. I have a bunch of friends who are like super into Toho, and I'm pretty sure they would love to see it as well.
Yeah, that was the one that we probably had the most difficulty actually making work. Because,
I can believe that.
Because as homebrewed as it is, they did not have a like a proper driver for sound out through HDMI, and the game was like constantly crashing.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, not only is like most of those Toho games they're basically indie. Mm-hmm. They're ridiculously hard to have proper support in terms of development because of how small staffs are usually.
Yeah.
And not only that, they have to work on like US computers when they're mainly designed to work on Japanese computers. That's a whole nother
Which doesn't seem like it
aspect
should. It doesn't seem like that should make much. I mean, it's only like 4 companies that actually make like the actual hardware that these things need to run on.
Yeah, but there's a like from experience of like doing imports on like Japanese games. There are some things you have to take into consideration, like locales, character, like alphabetical characters that you don't normally have on like your normal United States American locales. It's more of software than hardware. Like hardware, I think usually works. It's more so getting the software to work is usually the problems that I've seen. But that being said, though, that is rather unfortunate that it had much difficulty. But I'm pretty sure anyone who watched that was very much entertained.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see. So yeah, what did we do? All the J fighters I'm looking at for Frosty. We did Dengenki Bunko FCI.
Another game my friends would be very interested in seeing. I think they might have saw it, but they I didn't know they like knew that you were the one who.
No surprise there. I didn't know I was like. I just showed up and like, what am I doing? They're like, just sit here and weirdos will come to you. And I'm just like, all right.
I can believe that.
That's actually where I met Fury Fire. And through not great circumstances because I was super stressed about like being at Frosty Faustings for the first time, and I was just at a folding table like in the corner, and he was in Dead or Alive 6, which was a disaster of a tournament.
Ooh, I can believe that.
And to like, he was just kind of like hanging out, and like his backpack kept bumping into my camera, and I was just like, dude, he's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I know you don't mean to, but bro.
So it was also my Frosty the first time. I actually didn't participate in anything because I didn't manage to get work off the previous day because it was I was gonna participate in BB Tag because I was playing a lot of BB Tag prior to that, and I was gonna play in that, but I couldn't get off work, so I had to go there. I just went there on the Saturday, and there was a bunch of like really nice things. It was my first like major event I went to. And it was great. Got to experience Strive, which was awesome to look at.
Oh yeah, I couldn't make it to that because I think I was still doing tournaments at the time. But yeah. It was fine. I was like, this is like super pre-alpha. I'm sure there will be tons of video later. And then sure enough, like everyone was saying, hey, if it's going to be like this, how about some rollback? And to their credit, the team went, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm very impressed at the community or the developers' response to Strive. When I first heard about Strive and like all this stuff, I was like, nah, I'd rather just play Xrd. I don't care about this. But now, yeah, it's like everything I heard, like they were nerfing anti-airs. They were like making it so that Potemkin's anti-air grab was blockable. Like that was like, okay, this is sounding a little too too friendly and not the good type of friendly.
Exactly.
But then I started to see, it's like, oh, they showed off like the stuff with the new Roman cancels. They started to show off like how they're going to be implementing certain things. I'm like, okay, this is getting kind of cool.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm for this. I'm for this new game. I'm excited for Strive.
Yep. I'm low key as well. I don't think I'll be able to afford it if it comes out this year, but I'm definitely interested. So yeah, let me just keep going down this line of stuff that we did for Frosties. So we did Dengenki Bunko, Fexel. We did the Fexel tournament. That was cool.
Yeah, that's familiar with Fexel. No, Fighting EX Slayer.
Yeah, Fighting EX Slayer.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
That was cool to watch because I do like that game. There's no one to play with in my area.
They got there's actually some guy in Illinois, I think Arnezy is his name. He actually managed to get top 8 at Anime Evo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it also just got rollback netcode too.
I know they were testing it out on PC.
Oh no, it's implemented now.
What about for PS4? Because I know they were.
Good question.
I know they were looking at it, but I'm not sure if they had actually managed to do it.
That's a good question. I can ask him.
We did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Definitely. What's his face banned? The one character.
Pet
bird.
Shop was banned. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Toho 12.3 Hiso Tensoku. That was definitely the fun one. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid ended up being huge.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's actually a game I'm getting into right now. I'm really liking it.
I'm buds with one of the people who actually like work on that game. His name's Brian Murphy, and he is that kind of guy who like he plays fighting games to exploit them. Like he figures out the broken crap and he comes in and he just dismantles like people with that information. But now that he works for them,
busted is all. That's why there's a ton of busted stuff in Power Rangers.
Yeah, well, to be fair, a lot of that was there before you got there.
No. I mean that in the highest compliment possible. I'm of the opinion when there's busted stuff in a fighting game, it's enjoyable to watch. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was so busted and it was so fun to watch.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, so this same person. He plays under the name Abic most of the time, but he went to. I actually like took him to Combo Breaker. I'm gonna say 2 or 3 years ago, and he was just like, "What's that?" And we're like, "Oh, that's the Mugen tournament." He's like, "I'm gonna enter that. Who are the 3 most busted characters in that game?" And somebody was like, "Blah blah blah," and he's like, "Cool." So he just goes up there and takes the whole tournament. Won like $1,100. Like somehow Mugen had the highest payout of any tournament that weekend.
How did Mugen have the highest payouts?
It was like an auction like a bid tournament or something like that.
Okay, now that makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, he just came back to the hotel room and was like, I won $1,100. I'm like, you did what now? Like, what do you mean won? Did you mean like you killed somebody and now you have $1,100?
That's a great story.
Oh, dude, it was nuts. And then he pulled like, let's say he got 4th or 5th in Marvel Infinite that weekend too.
Nice.
Almost took out Chris G. If he just lamed it out, he could have won. But let's see. Puyo Puyo Tetris. We did top 4 for that one.
Oh man, my friend would like all the stuff that I'm almost positive anything you posted, he probably was like, yeah, I saw that and I want to watch it again. He loves competitive Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Oh yeah, we did Tatsunoko versus Capcom, top 8 for that one, and of course we still do the monthlies.
Of course.
Marvel versus Capcom 2, we did top 4.
Ooh. For Tatsunoko, you play that on Dolphin, right?
Yes, we do. It's actually the best way to play it right now. Its netcode isn't too horrible either. It's manual delay netcode, so you kind of have to like set your buffer and work with it from there.
Yeah.
But it seems to work pretty much everywhere in North America, like gangbusters. So there's very little stuttering, even at like California to New York kind of distances.
Yeah, that was one game I always wanted to get into because I had it on the Wii, but I never had a stick on the Wii, so all I ever played was with the Wiimote controller, and I was pretty bad. Though I was.
Oh no, good. Good.
I was playing like Karas and Saki, and I was like, oh, I was already playing like a really good team in there, but I was just like, I never had the execution to do half the stuff I see. But now that
now.
Yeah, I bet I could kind of play it. Although to be fair, I assume that there's gonna be a bit of a learning curve with that. But I love versus games in general.
Yeah, but I mean, you're definitely welcome to join us anytime. It's not too difficult to set up at like the base level. There's an HD reskin pack that is kind of hit or miss.
I'll take a look into it. I think I don't know if you posted or someone else posted. There's like a guide to get it set up.
Oh yeah, the Reddit's got that stuff. But the only thing is, like, you have to use a very specific edition of Dolphin. Or the netplay doesn't work.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. And then someone's got to. Well, I mean, finding a ROM is not difficult. But
I already. Yeah.
But
I'm pretty
Dolphin's
sure I
also
still have.
Do you have the disc?
I think I still have the disc of Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
If you still have the disc, Dolphin can run off the disc. So I mean.
Oh, I mean, I could also probably just rip the disc or something like that. As long as I don't share it. If I don't share it, it's usually fine.
Oh, that's totally legal. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so JM Crofts actually helps us out on those. If you're familiar with him at all,
that's how come I kind of know of the Tatsunoko stuff, was because JM Croft was the one doing it, and I was like, oh, it's MatchStick Melee. I know these guys.
Yeah, it's weird how that all came together.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sometimes it just happens. But yeah, I met them at I met Dr. Science at Frosty's, and we've been hanging out and collaborating since. But let's see what else. We also did Killer Instinct. That one was a mixed bag.
I remember you talking about that last time.
We had the Guilty Gear Zerd Rev 2 23 versus 23 team battle.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing and horrible all at the same time.
Dude, it was so great. We had let's see, that was my first introduction to Marlin Pie. And
when I said horrible, I don't mean like horrible. Like it's like, you know, when you say bad, but you know, bad can mean good bad.
Oh sure, no,
like, that's what I mean.
It was a brilliant cluster doink.
Exactly. The cluster doink is probably the better description of what I would meant.
Exactly. Well, because it was on like the last day, and like some people were trying to like do this and then leave, and it was just like, you know, leave halfway during it because they had to catch flights and everything. But yeah, Elven Shadow and Marlin Pie and so many people. There were too many people for me to and then so there's 46 people like staring me in the face. I'm like, all right, what was your name again? And who are you? And there's like, and like some of them are like, don't you know who I am? And I'm like, bruh, I don't know. I barely know who I am. Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know who my friends are.
I can't remember my name half the time. And then, so yeah, we did that. That was great. And then we did USF4. That was top 4. And then there was a big after party multi-event that had like Screen Watchers and Mario Kart 64 and Power Stone 2.
Oh my god! That sounds all amazing.
It was.
It seems like you had probably the most entertaining of the.
I definitely had the most eclectic stream of the weekend.
Yeah,
I'll go out there on that one.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's nice to be able to do, you know, Street Fighter 5 or maybe, you know, Under Night In-Birth or, you know, Super Smash Brothers. But at the end of the day, I love the old games. So when I want to watch something, I want to watch your JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I want to watch your Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I want to watch your Street Fighter 4s. I want to watch the games that I grew up with, and I want to see how busted it is right now.
And that's like. You just gotta admire the people who are still so just like still plugging away after all this time. And yeah, like half this list I didn't even know existed. Like I was looking at my lineup, I'm like, these are fighting games. And
well, the line between fighting games and not fighting games is getting blurry lately. Like even at Anime Evo, I don't even consider half the games at Anime Evo I saw were fighting games. Mahjong Souls made it into Anime Evo. It's like, oh, okay, so Mahjong is FGC now. I support this. I support this.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, didn't they have? There was like a like arm wrestling chess or something, where.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
Because we actually did that for one of our local events, like before the quarantine hit. We just had a night where we did. Like play your match and then go play a match of rock, paper, scissors and then go do arm wrestling.
Oh man.
I'm happy to say I got third.
Good job.
Yeah, you know, you lift kegs every day for a living and you might have some upper body strength.
Unfortunately, I've lost my I don't know if loss is the term, but I'm pretty sure my upper body strength has significantly lost its muscle memory.
But look at the size of that thumb muscle, though.
Oh no, it's the hitbox, so it's not the thumb muscles. It's the normal finger appendages. They're the ones that get all the work. The thumb does the least amount of work.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that's a good stopping point.
I agree.
Yep. But thank you so much again for the help out tonight, TBola.
No problem.
And thanks to everybody who watched. You guys are great. Thank you for all the gift subs too. That's incredible. Thank you so much for that.
I'm always of the opinion, support your content creators. You know, you always gotta support the people who make this stuff because it's a passion. It's a labor of love that you guys do, and like we wouldn't be able to run or like play in these tournaments without you guys. So you know, if I'm able to, you know, show my support to these people, you know, it's great.
Oh yeah, and again, super grateful. But yeah, I guess we're going to. Super Saiyan Kid came back into the Discord to apologize. It's cool, man. Just get your button checks out of the way somehow, some way before hopping in.
Yeah, I literally haven't looked at anything else. I gotta see what's up and probably.
Yeah, but we're gonna sign off. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for showing up. We'll be back next Thursday again, 9 p.m. For another Grand Blue Fantasy Versus tournament here on MatchStick Melee. Come by Monday for Street Fighter, Tuesday for a toss-up between Tekken or Soul Calibur. And who knows, with all this free time that I've been granted lately, we might start incorporating other things into the mix. Just some weirder stuff. I kind of want to see how the Them's Fighting Herds community is out there these days. But
I'm always curious about that game.
Yeah.
I've heard very good things about it, but I've also heard a lot of people are like it's a weird game when it comes to community, because I don't know any of the normal FGC players. I don't play it, but I know the community is very active and very good.
Exactly. Yeah. So we just gotta put another hoof in that door if that's the case. But
the puns.
Yeah. But that's gonna do it. We're gonna sign off. Thank you once again to everybody, and we'll see you next time on MatchStick Melee. Have a great night. Stay safe.